Oh, how are the nerves, everyone? This is what the season's boiled down to after 46 games over 36 weeks. It's now the real nitty-gritty part of the season. Potentially 2 games away, these two sides. One of these two sides from achieving promotion out of this division for the first time in their respective histories. Dulwich have the form over Enfield down the years. In 8 previous meetings, they've never lost. But form goes completely out the window for playoffs. 2 games this season, exceptionally close. Dulwich winning their first home game of the season here back in August against Enfield in a game it was probably a fair result being a draw. And then 2-2 at the Queen Elizabeth II Stadium. The noise is rocking. It's expected to be a record attendance for a midweek game at Champion Hill. Dulwich unchanged from their win at Wingate and Finchley on the final day of the season. As expected, 2 changes made by Enfield. And we're all set now for a real cracker of an evening. Jason Richardson doing his final check to referee, and we're off underway. We could be 90 minutes away, we could be 120 minutes away. It might need penalties. One of these two sides are advancing to Monday's final. Here's Gavin Tomlin early on for Dulwich. Out wide is Clunis. Dulwich on the attack early on here. Support is from Weatherstone. First time ball in, high towards the penalty area. Come to be dealt with. And Scott Shulton, the ex-Hendon man, will clear. Dulwich will know the threat of Harry Ottaway upfield. Former Hamlet striker, scored early on in the game at Enfield earlier in the season between the two sides. Will be a real hard worker. Here's Gavin Tomlin holding off Mark Kirby. Good straight to the Dulwich number 9. Sakadja making the run through the middle. He slipped in. It's Sakadja. Goal for Dulwich early on. Inside a minute, they've taken the lead. And it's that man who's in fine form at the moment who's done it again. On his 50th appearance with the club, Sakadja opens the scoring inside 45 seconds. What a start for the hosts.
After 47 seconds.
Tomlin slipped him in. Took it first time, nutmegs the goalkeeper. Dulwich your first blood this evening. And still the fans are streaming into the stadium. Fastest goal they've scored all season. Lightning start from the home side. Back to the restart to Ricky Gabriel. Away from Tomlin he goes. Well, that could set the precedent for a really good evening of football. Kirby looking for Kianja Benny. One of those restored to the lineup tonight. Carew looking for Sakadja. His goal scoring form since Valentine's Day, he's now scored 11 times. This is the player who went 3 months without a goal. McDonald's put that out to touch Enfield under early pressure. Here's Chambers. Away by Gabriel, looking for Carl Oliidi. Signed second half of the season from Hendon. Billy Crook, former Dulwich man, Oliidi flicks that on towards Ottaway. Weatherstone gets there first. Clean sheet against his former club in his last game. Clunis. Look for Sakadja again, he's intelligent like that. Dulwich have won a free kick. A foul by Shulton. Weatherstone will take this. Clunis back on his feet. It's on the receiving end of a red card challenge, or a second bookable offence for Ahmet Rifat on Saturday. Clunis in the wars early on there. Weatherstone will go short to Drage. It's he who sends it long towards Green. Beyond him, and also beyond Mickey Parcell. Throw for the visitors. 47 seconds on the clock. Hopefully that'll settle a few of the nerves around the ground, but a long way to go this evening. Carew, Beanie, Dulwich looking to continue flying out the traps there. Cargbo was searching for Tomlin. It was plucked out the air by Oliidi, and Kianja Benny finds Parcell. Ottaway, furthest man forward, he's still in his own half. He has runners though, one being Parcell. Back to Ottaway, real workhorse of a player. Purcell driving on himself, blocked off by Chambers. And away that goes by Cargbo. Kianjabeni, Crook. Percy Kianjabeni in the middle of the park here. Away from Beanie it goes. Drew the foul. Free kick in an inviting position for the visitors. Nice step over by Kianjabeni and drew the foul from the Dulwich skipper. So Sakadja is his 50th appearance tonight. Made his debut at the Queen Elizabeth II Stadium back at the start of October. Dulwich brought him in after they lost here 4-1 against Harrow Borough. He's had a fine season. The 11th player to reach 50 appearances for Dulwich this season. There's a lot of miles in those legs. 10 of the players out there have played 50 or more. Free kick for them to defend here though. Billy Crook, top scorer of the season for Enfield, stands over this. Ex-Dulwich man, of course, has scored in both fixtures between the two sides already this season. Both of them penalties. Tomlin and Carew, the two-man wall put in place by Preston Edwards. Can Enfield respond with a goal of their own? He's taking it low. Comfortable hold for Edwards. First time he's been called into action tonight. And a very routine save for the Dulwich goalkeeper. He's got a record for the club this evening, Edwards. Most appearances made by a Dulwich player in a single season in their history. 65th game of the season for him tonight. He did equal that record on Saturday and takes over Chris Lewington and Martin Lewis's record from the late 70s. I'm sure he'll count for little though if his side lose tonight. He'll be the first to tell you that. A good season. Second half in particular. He's kept 19 clean sheets. It's headed forward by Drage. Over Carew it goes. Dulwich win the throw. Over its area. The strong travelling contingent tonight. Expected to be about 500 fans coming from North London. Dulwich go again. 6 minutes played. It's the home side who lead 1-0. Sakadja nutmegging the goalkeeper inside the opening minute. Here is Sakadja. Deep ball in. Looking for Clunis. For the air by Ricky Gabriel. Kirby gets it a bit further away. Oliidi and Gabriel do enough between them. Weatherstone cushions that down for Beanie. Back to the former Wingate and Finchley man it goes. Had a fine game on Saturday. Drage hauled off just before half time. Was on the risk of being sent off. Cargbo, ambitious. My player of the season, Ibrahim Cargbo. Even though he's played a lot less minutes than everyone else out there on the field. That long injury layoff early on in the season has been absolutely superb. Sakadja's offside here. Had come back from an offside position. Harold Joseph goes to John Maleba. Purcell, poor touch. Dulwich throw. Here's a bit bobbly. It's had a long season on it. Dulwich not the only side that play on it, of course. Crystal Palace under 23s play here as well. It's got a bit of wear and tear to it now, and a bit bobbly in places. Green down the line, helped away by Maleba. Osway was the target there. Came for Green. Can't do anything with it though for Dulwich. Chambers won that against Ottaway. Ottaway is a pretty complete forward. Strength and pace. And a decent goal scorer as well. He's got a fair few goals to his name this season, 15. Gabriel. He's put himself under pressure with his first touch. Clunis got a toe on it. If this was a Grand National, then Dulwich certainly flying out the traps and would be a long way ahead of their competitors in the race so far. Need to keep this level of pressure up for as much of the game as they possibly can and get a commanding position. Shulton. Dulwich throw. Injury concern to Cargbo, that will worry Dulwich. Usually as hard as nails.
Okay, there's no standing on the steps, please. No standing on the steps. Can you move down out of the main stand? If you're standing on these steps at the end of the stand, that is a safety hazard. Please move immediately or we will get the stewards to move you.
Here's Drage. Cargbo's okay. Drage sends that long, looking for Sakaja. Out jumped by Kirby. Gabriel was caught by Clunis there. The referee did spot it. Been barely able to take breath so far. Frantic start to proceedings. McDonald towards Ottaway. No foul by Carbo, it's away by Drage. Gabriel will take this throw. Ottaway is good in the air, he's not going to use him though, he's looking for Ollie Edie. It's caused Dulwich problems this season, Ollie Edie, when he was at Hendon, particularly the game at Silver Jubilee Park back in August. Kianja Benny. Maleba has space for the time being. Chambers has come across to try and close him down, one of the Dulwich centre-backs. Can Maleba work across? Yes, he can. And claimed by Edwards, near post. Good grab by the goalkeeper. Second time he's been called into action. That was more arduous than the first. Kirby again wins his header against Sakaja. Cargbo comes flying in. Doesn't get hold of that though. Here's Carew, shifts it to Beanie. Sakaja's on the move here. Gabriel should see this out of play and does. Slight miscue from Kenny Beanie. Usually very reliable with his passing game, the Dulwich skipper. Beanie another foul, this time on Parcell. Dulwich certainly putting themselves about so far, making Enfield know that they're there. Not always been the case as a Gavin Rose side. This squad this season has more grit about them and more strength than teams over the last 2 or 3 years. I'm talking to Gavin before the game, he was the first to admit that. And it's that strength and mental character that's got them back into the hunt this year. Looked at one stage of the season, they might not make the playoffs and mid-table would be more of an option for them. Second half of the season was excellent. And so they climbed the table, ended up finishing third. Highest finish in the Ryman Premier since 1980. Will count for nothing though for the Dulwich manager if they don't go up. The noise around the ground is stunning tonight. There's still a few people making their way through the turnstiles. Latecomers, they've missed an early goal. Quite a few people missed that strike, I think, from Sakaja. Lengthy time out of the game here. Kianja Benny was just doing his laces up. McDonald take this free kick short. Ollie Edie. I think the last touch might come off the Enfield man, it did. Clunis will have to stay tight to Ollie Edie tonight. As I say, he caused Sanchez Ming all sorts of problems when he was playing for Hendon back in August. Ming gave away a penalty, and there's another occasion where he got past him and Mark Weatherstone and almost led to a second Hendon goal that afternoon. Real good customer. Sakaja, second best against Parcell, did well to get through the first challenge. Kianja Benny fouling Beanie this time. Stop start so far. A few free kicks awarded for both sides. And yet it's still breathless. Here's Weatherstone. Not the best pass in the world, only picked up by Crook. Carew, Dulwich quickly winning the ball back. Chambers chips up towards Sakaja, took a little slip, able to head it down for Clunis. Got a good toe on that. Can't beat Billy Crook there though. Ottaway, Ollie Eady, away from Weatherstone he goes, former Wingate teammates. Ollie Eady may have gone down a bit too easy there. I think there might have been a bit of contact though. And say former teammates. Their former side down at Bognor Regis Town tonight as well. Excellent season for Keith Rowland's side at the Morris Reback Stadium. Bognor heartbreaking, losing out on the title the last day of the season again, consecutive years. Shulton, send this long. Oh yeah, Chambers called it early, didn't win his header against Kirby. Will go out of play though. Chambers looks down the line. Green will try and nod this on. Parcell gets up above him. Little touch off Carew, might fall kindly for Ibris Akaja. Put himself about so far as he always does. Cargbo finds Carew. Wasn't his intended target. Cargbo down the line. Not a great pass this time. Maleba. Scott Shorten allowed the ball to come across him, which gave him some space, and he can bring this forward now for Enfield. Nice layoff. Parcell. Referee's pulled it back. Beanie. Sorry, it's Weatherstone who's going to get in trouble here. Referee just saying to Weatherstone it's not his first challenge. It's 2 now he's conceded, as well as 2 for Beanie. Last free kick, Crook went for goal. It's not looking that way this time. It's got men forward, Gabriel, Joseph, Kirby all from the back. Ottaway, as we know, is good in the air. Ollie Eady as well. Shulton being marked by Gavin Tomlin. Dulwich left 2 men forward for this. Crook floats it in. Pretty deep. Chambers, good firm header from him to Beanie. Dulwich trying to mount a counter-attack now with Gavin Tomlin. Sakaja down the line. He's on the ball now, the Ugandan man. Tomlin. Sakaja almost gets around Maleba, got the first touch. It's unlucky. And so skillful. His first touch is amongst the best in the team, Ibris Sakaja. Up there with the likes of Carew and Tomlin. Chambers just over the halfway line with his throw. Green helps that on. Carew been a bit quiet so far by his standard, Ashley Carew. Enfield mounts an attack here. Parcell. Surging run from the wide man. Green sticks out a leg. Stops the attack in its tracks for the time being. Shulton. Billy Crook, as I say, one-time Hamlet man. Clunis intercepts that. Heavy touch will allow Kirby to get hold of the ball. It's unlucky though. Weatherstone off the shoulder it went, and he sends that away from harm. Crook goes down holding his face. I think Carew lent him with his arm there. I don't think the referee was going to award anything though until he saw Crook going down holding his face. Groans from the fan. There was contact though. It's the right thing to do. Head injuries must be stopped before to allow some attention. Carew is quite a physical player. Dulwich have given away a fair few free kicks so far. So letting Enfield know they're there. They're up for this fight. It's the 5th time in their history they've been involved in a playoff at the end of the season. Enfield Town lost in the semi-finals on a couple of occasions against Wivenhoe Town in 2006 in the Southern League Eastern Division. Then a year later in the Ryman North they lost in the semi-finals to AFC Sudbury. And the last two they've reached the final from, both again in the Ryman North days. 2010 lost to Concord Rangers in the final, and then beat Needham Market in 2012 to earn promotion to the Premier Division. The first time in this tier that they've been in the playoffs at the end of the season. They should have been in the top 5 a couple of years ago. The infamous 3-point deduction for fielding Arian Tajbakash when he was suspended. They got docked 3 points and the Met Police snuck into 5th spot instead. Last year was a near miss. This year though they've made sure. I've only spent 22 days in the playoff places this year, Enfield, but made it count right time of the season. The likes of Leicester and Needham Market, more than 200 days each in the top 5 this year, and didn't get that finals playoff spot. Even Dulwich had less than 100 themselves. 5 teams were in the top 5 for longer than Dulwich. Shows how well they've done to get themselves back into the mix. Crook still receiving some attention. I think it might be a bit of blood perhaps. Down to 10 men as they take this free kick. Long it goes by Parcell. I think it's a Dulwich ball. It is. Helped on by Joseph. To no avail there. Edwards to restart play. Towards Green it goes. One is header. He's absolutely flattened there, Nathan Green. He's going to need some attention. It was Joseph went flying in on him, and Green took a heavy tumble. Might be a little groggy there, Green. Referee, I think, is going to book him. First real foul that Enfield have conceded in this game. Dulwich have conceded more free kicks than their opponents. And Bradley Quinton in the dugout's not happy, saying to Lee Crowhurst, the 4th official, when he's not happy, and it is a yellow card for Joseph. First one after 22 minutes. So Chambers with a free kick just inside his own half. Looks like it's going to go long here. Spraying out to this right hand side. Clunis does flick it down the line. Oliidi in possession now. Clunis has done well to win it back. Helped out by Tomlin. Gavin Tomlin again claimed another assist this season with that goal. Linking up with Clunis. Not on the same wavelengths in the end. Didn't really make strides down the line in the end, just passing between them. Tomlin joins Carew on 15 assists apiece this season now. He's on the ball now, Clunis. Being lost out a moment ago. Oliidi though, well blocked off by Weatherstone. Tomlin wants a free kick, not going to come his way. Dulwich getting really tight to the Enfield men, not allowing them time on the ball. It's been a very good opening half to the first half. Midway point now. Game settled down a little bit. Cargbo wins that header. Crew was late there on Shulton. And Shulton not happy with the referee there. I think he wants a yellow card, Brandish. Say, not the first time Dulwich have conceded a free kick so far. Enfield feel a bit hard done by that. Joseph was booked at the other end. Referee indeed just having a word with Shorten. Ahmet Rifat, one of his 2 yellow cards he got against Dulwich at the weekend was for dissent. Referees are clamping down on it this season. Free kick goes short from Gabriel to Scott Shorten. Almost put Maleba under pressure, did enough against Sakaja. Green can't keep it in play and launch a counter-attack. Dulwich will settle for the throw. Green again wins his header down the line, this time can't find a teammate. One thing that Enfield have in their favour tonight, they were the highest scorers in the division away from home this season. And do have goals in their rank, 45 times they found the back of the net in away games.
A couple of stewards, please, to come up to the boardroom. A couple of stewards, please. Okay, if you won't come to the boardroom, can you go to the covered terrace on the far side, please? 2 stewards to the covered terrace on the far side, please.
Green with this latest throw. Sakaja trying to wriggle free of John Maleba. Shulton trying to find Gabriel here. Clunis may looking first. That should be a Dulwich throw. Well, it might have been a Dulwich ball, but referee is giving it the other way, the assistant I should say. Crook, space away from Cargbo, can't find Ottaway, been a peripheral figure so far, Harry Ottaway. Here's Carew, Sakaja, quick feet, Ashley Carew in possession again on that far side. Can't wriggle free of his marker. Parcell takes it off Sakaja. Kianjabeni, bring this free, Ottaway. Pokes that on. Gabriel Clunis decided not to try and dive in and expose himself to be taken around that. Just held back a little bit, forced Kianjabeni into the pass. Good awareness by Clunis, who's readjusted himself into that right wing back this season. Sharing duties with Ming. Sakaja's first touch let him down there. Said earlier it's usually very reliable. A ghost touch you would have to call that. Chambers goes back to Edwards here. Takes his time. Nice calmness from the goalkeeper. Finds Clunis. Tomlin. Clunis wins a throw. Barring the goal aside, there's not been that much goalmouth action so far. As you'd expect from a playoff game, a tight affair. Dulwich with the early advantage though. Here's Gavin Tomlin, the architect. Trying to use experience to wriggle free, not on that occasion. Kirby up towards Ottaway. Drage wins that, former teammates at Dulwich. Drops to Parcell. Was caught by Chambers there. Tempers fraying a little out there this evening.
Tom, what number was that?
7, I think. Not sure if Parcell will get in trouble here or not. It's moved away. No, just a free kick. Just a bit of a late challenge. Neither side holding back so far. What you want to see? Green's the target here. Wins his header against Maleba. Down the line is Sakaja. Those two linking up well. Brings Joseph with him. Just stumbled there, Sakaja. Somehow kept it in play despite being off balance and on the ground. And does well to win a throw. His form over the last 3 months and his confidence has been absolutely brilliant, Sakaja. Come on, leaps and bounds the second half of the season. As I say, went 3 months without a goal. And for a forward player, wasn't good enough. Neither was that pass by Chambers there, but scored 3 goals in 3 games at the start of his Dulwich career. I think it was his second, third and fourth appearances. And so went 3 months without scoring. I mean, back amongst the goals in recent times. Crucially this evening. Drage looking for Clunis here. One in the air by Gabriel. Weatherstone caught out by Ottaway, and Olidi's in behind. Drager has to come across now. On the inside, Olidi goes, finds a shot, takes a deflection. And Edwards juggling a little bit, just bobbles it, reached him, almost went over the goalkeeper as he dived low. First real chance that Enfield have created tonight. Dulwich survive. The Weatherstone just exposed there by that flick by Ottaway, and it was danger after that. Here's Sakaja trying to mount an attack the other end. Carew for Tomlin. Roared on by the crowd now, Gavin Tomlin. Onto his right foot he goes. Still Tomlin. Gabriel sliding in, comes for Green. Crook was ball watching, Green takes aim. Wins the corner, the first of the night. And listen to the roar around the ground. Similar to the noise we had against Macclesfield here. Half an hour played then, the first corner either side have had so far. Gavin Tomlin will deliver. Drage, Weatherstone, Chambers forward. Sakaja's in there as well, as is Carew and Green. And it comes looking for Chambers. Drage brings that down. He comes across. 2-0! Sakaja on the score sheet again! Glancing a header into the far corner. Dulwich double their money on the half-hour mark. And it's that man, Sakaja again. 4th goal in 2 games. 16th goal of the season. A man in real fine form. When the corner came in, it came to Drage, chipped it back across. Sakaja glanced into the far corner via the post. Dulwich with a 2-goal advantage now. Well, he's not exactly the tallest man on the field, but he was in the right place there, Sakaja. A third of the way through this game, and Dulwich in control for the time being. Been clinical so far. Sakaja looking to win off Kirby, he's done just that. Tries to chip the keeper. Oh, he's got a hat-trick! Oh, what a great goal from Sakaja! He's got a first half hat-trick and everyone runs to him. A moment of inspiration, they got 2 goals in about a minute. Straight from the restart, capitalising on a defensive error by Kirby, and the awareness from him to lob it over the goalkeeper. The first hat-trick Dulwich have scored this season in a league game. And it's Sakaja who floats it over the keeper there. This is unheard of. Only Dipwak and Yemi had scored a hat-trick this season. That was in a London Senior Cup game. Clunis. Kirby lets that go. Well, he was the man, it was the error there for the goal. What a start for the home side. Kirby finds Ottaway. Enfield need a goal soon. Gabriel finds Joseph. And he finds Cargbo forward. Carew. Weatherstone looking for Tomlin. Carew trying to win that off Shulton. Well, Dulwich have won 3 from 4 semi-finals in the playoffs before. Green will give chase here. McDonald in control of the ball. Green almost taken off him. Wanted a free kick there, handling outside the area. Clooney's got a toe on that. Ottaway. Parcell, can he take aim? Yes, he does. Comfortable for Edwards again. Half chance for the visitors. They need more of those to find their way back into the game. We've not seen a first half like it all season at Dulwich. Here goes Clunis. Kirby read the situation. Betty did for the third goal. Edwards called that one early. Ball will go safely through to him. Chambers for Green. Dulwich well and truly in control at the moment. Helped on by Maleba. Cargbo against Kianja Benny, only one winner there. John Maleba again. And Crooks put that straight up play. Well, Dulwich, when they have crowds of this magnitude inside Champion Hill, they don't tend to win too often. Think of famous games in the last 3 years. They drew against Hampton and Richmond in front of 2,800. Drew with Maidstone in front of 3,000. Drew with Macclesfield this season in front of 2,800. Lost against Billericay with that number. 2,200 against Bognor early in the season they lost. So turn up for the books tonight. Dulwich taking their time here with the restart. Ottaway. Back with Kirby now. Cross to Ricky Gabriel it comes. Enfield trying to regroup here and launch an attack. Helped on by Parcell. Nice touch that. Oliedi, fluid football. Mickey Parcell again. He's got Maleba on the overlap. Plays him in as well. Into the near post it goes, and again the wall that is Preston Edwards is in the way to gather. Lovely football though from Enfield. Need more of that if they're to find a way back into this game. It's Paul from Green. Well, Sakach's now moved to within one of being Dulwich's joint top scorer this season. Here's Kianja Benny, intercepted by Weatherstone. Helped on by Cargbo. Crowd enjoyed that one. Shulton. Not bad for a 35-year-old there, Cargbo. Gabriel. Back with Billy Crook. Kianja Benny, good tackle by Clunis. Back with Mark Kirby. Man of vast experience at this level. More than 300 games for Enfield. Shulton. It's a good ball wide. Is there a cross for Gabriel? Yes, there is. Clunis puts it behind. Enfield's first corner of the game. Well, Dulwich scored from their first one. Can Enfield do something similar with theirs? Needs to be a good delivery from Crook here. It's pretty deep. Kirby trying to flick it on. He did just that. It's not cleared effectively by Dulwich. Has got it in the near post, and Crook has found a goal for Enfield Town. Took a deflection in there, which wrong-footed Edwards, and Billy Crook for the third time this season scores against Dulwich. The corner wasn't cleared effectively enough. Corner wasn't cleared effectively enough.
38 minute lead, first goal for Enfield.
Joseph was involved, as was Kirby. Came to Crook. As I say, took a deflection, beat Edwards at his near post. 3-1. Dulwich not happy that the game wasn't stopped in there. They felt it was a head injury to Cargbo. Will that be a catalyst? Dulwich just put that out of their system and go again. 4 goals in the first half already then. Tomlin. Here goes Clunis. There might be more. Good tackle by Gabriel. Carew brings that down using his arm. What a game it's been so far. Already has burst into life quite nicely so far this evening. With that goal, as I say, it just breathes some life into Enfield. Crook scored, as I say, in all 3 games this season. That was the first that wasn't a penalty. Drage goes long, nodded away, Mark Kirby. Drage gets that clear. Maleba will take the throw. Good work from Beanie. Joseph got to toe on that head of Ibra Sakaja. Back with Kirby now. Green wins the aerial battle against Kianja Benny. It's out for a throw-in. 5 to play in this first half. This frantic and frenetic opening 45 we've had. 3 goals for Ibra Sakaja and Billy Crook responding for Enfield. And Sakaja's done well to win it back for Dulwich there. Up towards Tomlin it goes. Got a little toe. Surely it was a handball by Kirby. Referee's not spotted that. Here goes Gabriel. Chance to stretch his legs to the left back. Gets away from Clunis. Weatherstone comes across. Good defensive work by the Dulwich number 2. Ottaway, let it go. Won't get onto the ball though as Carew sends that away from harm. Tomlin, good control against Kirby. It's not going to spin down the line as he wanted it to. He claims he's the fastest player at the club, Gavin Tomlin. Says that turn of pace over 2 yards is up there with the best. Couldn't do anything that occasion. Here's Ottaway. Blocked off by Weatherstone. This is a side in form, don't forget, Enfield. 7 wins in a row before they drew their final game of the season. Propelled them into the playoffs, along with the loss of form of the likes of Billericay and Tunbridge and Needham, Leiston. These 2 played out a real humdinger in their first year they were in the same league together in the 2013-14 season. Dulwich won 4-3 at Enfield. The way this game's going, you wouldn't bet against that sort of scoreline tonight. Edwards picking out Green, he helps it down the line, so often being the case from goal kicks this season. Sakaja can't return the ball to a teammate. Oliidi now. Crook has got Gabriel coming forwards. Almost played it behind him. 1-2 between him and Crook. Nice football again from Enfield. Asking a lot of Weatherstone, sliding in. Weatherstone did get some of the ball there, the referee didn't spot it. Weatherstone is going to get a booking here. I thought from here it looked like he got a touch of the ball. Maybe the referee didn't feel he was in control of the tackle though. And did go flying in, Weatherstone. That's the only thing I can think the referee has seen. And it goes in the book. Another set piece, and the last one led to a goal. Both sides have scored from set pieces tonight in one way or another. It's going to be Crook again. One-man wall in place. Almost a hush around the ground as this is about to be delivered by Crook. Pretty deep again. It was the Dulwich man who got the touch in there. Tomlin helps it downfield. Neither Carew nor Parcell got an effective touch. It is Gavin Tomlin. Sakaja's down the middle if he can pick him out. Great ball from Gavin Tomlin. Sakaja's first touch lets him down. Maleba's able to clear. Drage sends that long to Sakaja, couldn't go for it, it was offside. It's John Maleba on the ball again. Important interception a moment ago. Long by the captain, McDonald. Like Edwards had a great season in between the sticks. Clunis wriggles free of 2 challenges, not quite a third though. Comes for Billy Crook. Shulton. Ottaway. Drage does enough against him. Kept him quiet in this first half. Clunis hasn't played in a Dulwich teammate. Kirby finds Maleba via a deflection. Harold Joseph, as time can go back to McDonald here, which he does. Just a minute to play in this first half now, plus any injury time. Chambers knocks that down for Cargboat. Beanie has put that out for a throw in. Beanie has been on the receiving end of a playoff loss against Enfield when Grays were in the Ryman North in 2012. Here's the Kadja. Poked onto a Tommy, has asked too much. Beanie's side lost on penalties that day. Hoping to exact revenge tonight. Dulwich have the throw. Ward's about to go up. I think it's going to be 1 minute. Green. Carew. Not a great return pass by Ashley Carew. Is behind Nathan Green. A bit sloppy from Dulwich. It's going to be, 4 minutes going up. Kianja Benny might be in here. No, Weatherstone should get across, does. Goes for the sensible option there. Put it out into touch. Didn't take any risk there. Mark Weatherstone is an old-fashioned, no-nonsense defender. Nothing you'd say glamorous about his play. Just likes to defend first and foremost. Sakajo looks to put Kirby under pressure. Can't do that. Kirby comes away with the ball. Scott Shulton. Say former Hendon players, those two. And here comes Gabriel again. First time ball for Ollie Edie. Difficult one to control. Brought it down well enough. Crook. Parcell. Little toe on that on for Maleba. Promising attack this. Ottaway. He can wriggle free. He's gone for goal. The shot deflected. It was certainly goal bound. Would have probably have called Edwards into a save. That was nice control by Clunis. Long towards Tomlin it goes. Kirby. Comfortable header for him. Carew. Comes for Crook now. Kianja Benny. Harry Ottaway. Ricky Gabriel. Foul by Clunis. Hauling and pushing Kianja Benny to the ground. Another goal from a set piece like this would make things interesting at half-time. Dulwich will have to defend this well. Still about 2.5 minutes to play of injury time. Billy Crook stands over this again. Again, it's a deep-looking ball. Flicked on, Ottaway. So I'm not sure who got the touch in there. I think it's may have been Ollie Edie, you know. There's a lot of bodies in there. There was an air kick. Big chance. Knockdown almost working for Enfield there. As I say, the game would have taken on a whole new dynamic. You find a second before the break. Ollie Edie. Last time Dulwich were involved in a playoff game, it was 3-1 at half-time. That was last year's playoff final, and they were 3-1 down. So far, so good tonight. Enfield still deep in their territory, though. Ottaway flicks that on. Good work from the Enfield number 10. Drage volleys clear. Kirby knocks it down, though. Dulwich can't clear their lines effectively enough. Parcell, again, Maleba joins the attack. Him and Gabriel have done that well in this first half. Sends in the cross, comfortable height for Chambers to stoop and clear. Skadja can't take the ball with him. Joseph to Kirby. Launches it long. Drage gets up above Ottaway. It will come for Tomlin. This is where he's good. Not the tallest player in the world, but he is good at using his body against defenders. Rolled it off for Clunis. Just slowing up Naren Clunis. Support from Weatherstone. First time for Cargboat. If they can shift it to Green, he's in acres of space. Good footwork from Crook. Almost turned back into traffic. Really well played though from Billy Crook. Having a really, really good season. Cannons off Parcell for Maleba. Green crunching challenge from him and the crowd enjoyed that one. 30 seconds to play now. Mark Kirby. Percy Kianja Benny. Clunis this time tight to him. And it's come for Tomlin. Nothing rash now from Dulwich, and they should see this through to half-time. And indeed, there is the referee blowing to mark the end of 45 minutes here. Well, it's been a great first half if you're concerned with Dulwich Hamlet. 3-1 they lead at the break. Hat-trick for Ibra Sakadja, scored inside 47 seconds. Nutmegging Nathan McDonald after Tomlin played him in. His second goal came from a Matt Dre's cross heading home before a delightful chip made it 3-0 inside 32 minutes. Crook responded though for Enfield with a goal of his own. Dulwich half cleared a corner, came back to Crook, scored via a deflection at the near post. Dulwich well on top at half time though, they lead 3-1 over Enfield Town. Referee doing his final checks. What a frantic first half that was. Just waiting for Kianja Benny to join the action there. Dulwich 3-1 up through 45 minutes. Don't think many people would have expected to see that so far. It was an unbelievable first half. Certainly for the majority of people in the ground. Enfield though give themselves a bit of a lifeline with that Billy Crook goal in the 38th minute. Game still in the balance. Away we go for part two. Enfield were out pretty early. Dulwich kept them waiting. Sure, it was a pretty brief team talk from Bradley Quinton, just demanding more from his side. Anyone interested? The other game so far is 0-0 at half-time between Bognor Regis Town and Wingate and Finchley. 4 goals already here tonight. Sent along by Scott Shorten with this early free kick then. Back into the mix it goes. That's not a bad move, you know. Fired over the top by Harold Joseph. Played nicely into his path. First chance of the second half goes away with the visitors, but the final effort wasn't kept down. Didn't trouble Preston Edwards in the end. Drage up towards Sakadja, easy for Kirby. He was at fault for the third goal. And watch the goals back at half-time. Joy to behold. Green, Kianja Benny nicks that off him. Ottaway, Dulwich might be under the cosh a little bit at the start of the second half. Enfield trying to up their levels. Helped on by Crook. Drage, no nonsense defending from him. Like I said about Weatherstone the first half, Drage, old-fashioned defender. Good ball player, but loves a good tackle, Matt Drage. Green, distance on that header. Shulton finds Cargbo. Sorts his feet out. Only finds Kirby. Dulwich not settled into the second half just yet. Beanie was caught there by Kianja Benny. It was a 50-50. Beanie got there first and Kianja Benny sliding in on the Dulwich skipper. Chambers short with the free kick to Drage. Dulwich already scored by now in the first half. McDonald's quickly send that downfield. Next goal for Enfield to score it. Real game on our hands again. Carew flicks that on for Sakadja. It's going to be behind Tomlin, not the ball Sakadja needed there for his side. Good one from Gabriel. Link it up with Crook, on he goes. Shrugs off Cargbo, does he? Foul awarded against Cargbo.
Can you sit down? On the staircase, sit down.
Crook then will send this latest free kick in.
Please, no standing on the stairs. No standing on the stairs. take a seat or move onto the terraces. No standing on the stairs.
Dulwich needs to defend this well. Referee's happy. A lot of bodies in yellow in there as Crook swings in. Edwards punches. Good punch. Parcell trying to keep it alive. It's away by Carbo. Got up well and finds Tomlin. First touch. Brought it down nicely, but a good tackle by Billy Crook. Well in by Drage. Sakadja now. Support from Green on this near side. Asking a lot of Nathan Green. Will keep it in play. Charge down. Green almost taking a tumble into the metal fence. It would have been a pretty nasty collision, but no harm done. Tyler Campbell's coming on shortly for Enfield. They've decided they need to make a change early on. Campbell, one of those who was taken out of the starting lineup today. Bognor have taken the lead down at Nywood Lane, and Dulwich would be travelling there as things stand. Early goal by Ollie Pearce in the second half. Carew, Green, cleared away. Ottaway dropping deep to get hold of the ball. Down the line it goes. Chambers up towards Sakadja with his clearance. Harold Joseph. False touch. McDonald's came flying off his line. Carew sent that back goalwards. Off his back. I mean, the wackiest goal Dulwich had scored this season, perhaps. Certainly up there with the one they scored in the FA Trophy from the own goal. That end of the ground. Kian Jabeni is coming off for that change. So Campbell joins the action. That's a strong challenge by Shulton, which has left Cargbo in a heap. Clueless hold of the ball for Dulwich. Cargbo's still down. He might need some attention here. He's a tough lad, Cargbo, but even he picks up a knock from time to time. It's a full-blooded challenge on him by Shulton. You can't say either side have left things in the changing room in terms of their tackling tonight. Real battling performances from both sides in the tackling department. Ottaway, good control. Cargbo flying in, good challenge of his own. Chambers away. Up to Carew, lays it off for Cargbo. Early ball. Search for Tomlin, comfortably dealt with by Gabriel. Dulwich settle for a throw-in. Credit to the Enfield fans, they're still waving the scarves and the flags. A good bunch of supporters at Enfield, like Dulwich, amongst the best in the league. Really passionate, the Enfield Ultras in particular. Here's Campbell. Down the line it goes from Gabriel. Drage gets his head in there. It's come for Crook though. Former Met policeman back to Nathan McDonald. Long it goes. Olidi won his header, but Ottaway wasn't in the right area to pick up that loose ball. Clunis, second best against Campbell there. Weatherstone gets her ahead of Shulton. I don't like to say it, but some of the challenges, you wonder if, although a lot of them have been fair and full-blooded, if there is a late one, there might be a red card tonight. It's been that sort of evening where just needs one mistimed challenge for tempers to boil over. It did it a couple of occasions in the first half. Hopefully I'm proved wrong. Don't want to see anyone dismissed in such a big game. Chambers looking for Sakadja, not going to find him. Only found Malay, but attacks on here with Shulton. He's gone for goal early, palmed away by Edwards, and it's a strong fist as well. Got down well, the goalkeeper. Dulwich almost shooting themselves in the foot, gave away possession too cheaply. Edwards responds with a save. Tomlin, nice back heel. Carew trying to play in Sakaja, almost. Oliidi lays that off for Shulton. Turns into Cargbo. Oliidi comes away with it, and Shulton has hauled down Cargbo there. And Shulton stamped on Cargbo by the look of things, and he might be in trouble here. The two players had a real coming together there. The referee might need to talk to his assistant here. That looked that Shulton left something in after the challenge that Cargbo made on him. What does the referee do here? I wonder, as I say, if one of his assistants had a better view. At least the tensions simmer down quickly. Cargbo is going to get a booking. Shulton is also going to go in the book. So it just needs something like that for tempers to fray a little. Do you wonder if you see that back, if might have been more than that, and that's coming together. Referee diffused it well enough though. There's no real afters. After all that, it's a free kick for the visitors. Shulton, I think, needs to go off. A bit of blood. So, a similar occasion the first, I think it was Crook on that instance, needed treatment. Enfield have this free kick. Crook delivers, it's flipped back into the mix, Weatherstone away. Tomlin lays it off for Clunis. Ball almost got stuck on his feet, comes away with it though, Clunis. Bit of a whack in a place you don't want to get hit there for Mickey Parcell. Might be sore in the morning. Chambers down the line, over Sakaja it goes. He won't give up on this though, he never does. Drage, not a great touch from Campbell. Carew almost nipped in. Crook, Enfield still have 10 men at the moment. Now Joseph. Crook, quite narrow football, but safely back to McDonald's. Downfield from him. Cargbo gets his head on that. Comes from Mark Kirby though. Oliidi trying to flick that inside, too cute. Only finds the former Sierra Leone captain. Clunis. Tomlin lets that go, nice dummy. Carew, he's got two men to his right. One being Clunis. Dulwich make headway into his penalty area. Clunis, deep ball in. Green's arriving, volleys it back across. Equally a deep ball. Crook, not a great touch. Cargbo, ambitious. It does possess the long-range drive in his locker. That one harmlessly away for a goal kick. And Shulton rejoins the action. Real carnival atmosphere inside Champion tonight. Drums bang in and lots of chanting from both sides. Chambers almost putting his side under unnecessary pressure there. Tried the header back to his keeper, flicked off his back and almost went nowhere. Lee Edwards was alert. Clunis. Throw for the visitors, sorry. Oliidi. Look to the bench, they have Donnell Winter, I'm sure will come on at some point. Stays the same. There's Parcell. Got man over Malay if they can spread it to this near side. It's come for Tyler Campbell. Almost ran into traffic. Good quick feet. Ottaway. Malaber's continued his run. Heavy first touch allows Drage to get in, and Sakaja tracks back to clear. Dulwich have a free kick. Great run by John Malaber. Just the first touch let him down at the end there. Took it into the path of Drage, in the end fouled his man as he tried to keep hold of the ball. 59 minutes on the clock. Dulwich 3-1 to the good still. I should say Ibra Sakaja 3, Enfield Town 1. He's looking to get hold of that. Well won in the air by Joseph. Chambers can't find Green with his knockdown. Dulwich haven't been flawless tonight by any stretch of the imagination, but a battling performance so far, particularly in the opening 35 minutes. Took the game to their opponents. Spun away from Carew. Shorten did well to put him under pressure. It's come for Tomlin here. Sakaja's on the move. Tomlin's played it through to him. Here's Sakaja again for his fourth. Saved by the legs of Nathan McDonald. Can't repeat the duo combination from the first half. Tomlin played in Sakaja for his first goal. This time McDonald makes a save. So Dulwich have had a man score 4 goals in the game this season, Akinyemi. Short corners on the cards. Green to Tomlin. Nice dummy. Tomlin low ball in, well blocked. No real power in it from Gavin Tomlin. Plucks out of the air nicely. Just slips as he went to shoot there. And it's away for a goal kick. I think the ball just struck his standing foot and he slipped there. I wonder how long it'll be before Gavin Rose thinks about bringing on Dippo Akinyemi and Panucci Kamara. So often, like Tomlin and Carew go off at this 70-minute mark in the second half. Here is Carew linking up with Tomlin for the time being. So there's still about 10 minutes till that 70-minute mark's on the cards. Kamara, the 20-minute cameo from the bench, he can be devastating. Scored in 3 consecutive Saturday games at the end of the season. There's Clunis, lovely turn of pace, bursting forward for Dulwich. Still going, running at Gabriel now, just slowing it up. Is there an end product for him? Wins a corner, good work. A second Enfield change is coming up. It will be Darnell Winter. Man who has 14 goals this season. Throw him into the mix shortly. Not unexpected, as I say. Dulwich, they also want to bring another attacking player. DeMarcus there, Erskine on the bench. It's a very attack-minded bench tonight for Dulwich. Corner kick. Tomlin delivers. Green gets up. Not really cleared. Come down to Drage. It's just sliced it slightly. Spinning away from goal by Matt Drage. Didn't quite get the connection. Would have been some goal. Went through a host of players, but away off target. Drage, couple of goals this season, although one of them in my book is dubious. Scored at Bognor Regis Town in February. 2 of his 3 Dulwich goals have been against Bognor. That's a good omen if they do play them on Monday. Kenny Beanie. Tomlin might get played in here. It was a poor back header. McDonald took his time before coming for it. It looked like it was never in doubt, but seemed to take an age before deciding to come for it. In the end, he was still there, comfortably ahead of Gavin Tomlin. Ottaway usually good in the air. This time Cargbo won it, hit the back of Ottaway's head. Been quiet by his standards tonight, Harry Ottaway. Loses out to Carew there. Kenny Beanie. Calm play, as usual, from the Dulwich skipper. Weatherstone filled in the captain's armband when Beanie missed the recent Grays defeat. 3 of the 4 relegated sides won at Champion Hill this season. It's not been a fortress for Dulwich this year, including a defeat in the FA Cup. They lost 8 times here during the season. Doesn't look like number 9 as things stand. Clunis trying to make strides down the right. He's away from 1. Wins another corner. Not for the first time in the last couple of minutes. Enfield started the half pretty brightly. Dulwich settled down though, and it's fairly even at the moment. It'll be Tomlin again. Not going for the short routine. What can Tomlin conjure up here? Full start. Going to take it now towards Weatherstone. Couldn't get the touch. Enfield clear, effective enough. Beanie raking ball out to Tomlin. What a lovely ball by Kenny Beanie. Tomlin's touch was good. Is there a cross for him? Good tackle, be a goal kick. Lovely ball by Beanie there. Real two-footed player. So comfortable with both foot. McDonald restarts. Getting off the way to target again. Cargbo out-muscles him. He's on the ball now, though, Ottaway, not for long. Carew. Joseph, that's calm defending. Gabriel, touch off Carew. Carew's not been at his best in terms of flair tonight, but he has worked hard for his side. The Dulwich Player of the Season, Supporters Player of the Season. 10 players received a vote this year. Shows how good this side has been. Here's Tomlin. Sakaja looking to make a charge again. Brings it down well enough back to Tomlin. Is there an end product? Yes, there is! Dulwich have a fourth, and it's the top scorer, Gavin Tomlin, who adds his name to the score sheet. 3 goals for Sakaja and now an assist as well. Those two have caused havoc in the Enfield defence tonight. And Tomlin adds his 19th goal of the season to tonight's proceedings. It was chipped through to Sakaja, brought it down well enough, laid it off for Tomlin, found space, strokes under McDonald. Dulwich have a 3-goal cushion again, and with it, perhaps a place in the final. That change will be made now. Harold Joseph's making way. They're sacrificing a defensive man. A good night's work from Dulwich so far. They've got Ottaway, Ollie Eady and Winter all on the field now. Crook's the top scorer of the season. There's a lot of goals out there now. Got to hope someone comes up trumps for them. Advantage awarded by the referee. He felt there was none in the end. Go on with it quickly. First involvement for Winter, trying to expose Drage here. Here's a goal kick. Another pacey customer like Ollie Eady. It's a real shame they haven't got Bobby Devine tonight. Out with injury. Sustained after he scored the equalising goal on Saturday. Here's Clunis. It's a poor touch. Tomlin. Couple of drag backs, he's enjoying himself, Gavin Tomlin. It's a cheeky little nutmeg on Campbell. Tomlin looks to get hold of this again. He's enjoying himself, Gavin Tomlin. Could have earned him a kick had he not been careful. Drage hacks that away for Clunis. His turn to make a flick. Waiting for the chant of sexy football to ring around. It has done a few times this year. Cargbo. Up in the air by Clunis, that's not so good. Carew trying to wriggle free. Stayed in play. Loses out in the end though. Ottaway is the target for this long ball. Drage just pushed him in the back. Dulwich, not for the first time tonight, conceding a free kick in this sort of area. Been a spate of them throughout the game so far. Dulwich 3 wins from 4 playoff semi-finals in their history before tonight. It looks like it'll be 4 from 5 now. Dealt with by Weatherstone. Wide here with Kirby. Able to find the cross, is going to float harmlessly over Preston Edwards' crossbar. Goal kick. Safely enough. Short they go for the restart. Drage. Clunis is making a great run if he can pick him out, and he's look for him, and he will get there, Clunis. What a ball by Drage. Gabriel stands tall. It's very well defended because Clunis was on the charge there. Great vision by Drage. Almost like a quarterback throw downfield that from the Dulwich centre-back. Clunis on the charge, just couldn't quite get the better of Ricky Gabriel. Dulwich turning on the style a little bit the last couple of minutes. Fancy flicks from Clunis and Tomlin, and then that long ball, foul throw. That is on the other end of the spectrum. Tomlin looking to get in here. Ottaway looking to bring this down. Drage has marshalled him well tonight. Really has put in a fine effort defensively. I think the only goal Dulwich have conceded, a bit lucky from a corner. And say a good job in the end. Can't be saying the same at the other end. Tomlin again, that's good skill from Gavin Tomlin. Support from Clunis. Turn into trouble though. Beanie's been nutmegged. Nice bit of play from Ollie Eady there. Winter. Edwards herring off his goal line and deals with the threat there nicely enough. So Kadja tussling with Maleba. Beanie. Cargbo, you don't usually win the ball off him. Couldn't play the pass he wanted though. Crook and Shulton almost tackling each other. Chambers allows Drage to help out there, and Green trying to hammer that away. It's good work from Parcell. I think he might have just taken a bit of a whack. The ball was hit against his ankle, maybe just jarred it a little, making that block, but good work. Enfield have one more change if they want to make it. Nigel Nita is another one-time Hamlet man. An attacking option perhaps. Samir Bimertine's got goals in him, as has Nathan Livins, but time is of the essence now for them. It's running out pretty quickly. Clunis dropping deep to receive the ball here. Less than 20 minutes to play. Less than 20 minutes separating Dulwich from another playoff final. Consecutive years it will be. Return to Bognor, and they triumphed in the playoff semi last year. Sakadja, it's lovely work, Dulwich throw. Bognor and Dulwich have actually played each other. I'm saying this is Dulwich's 5th playoff appearance in the last 7 years, and 3 of the previous 4 times they've met. Won a semi-final in 2011, Dulwich down there, having finished 31 points behind in the league. Lost the Ryman South playoff final in 2012, and won there in the playoff semi in the Ryman Premier last year. It should be a really tight game. Game's not done and dusted though, of course, and neither is this one yet. Carew can't wriggle free of Shulton. Does able to pick out Tomlin though. Beatty. Carew. Cargbo. Got Green to his left and uses him. Sakadja's making a run down this left-hand side. Asks a lot of him to bring under control. Maleba's trying to prevent the corner. Sakadja's done well though. Not giving Maleba's a moment rest there. And he's won a corner for his side. Number 5 for Dulwich this evening. Green's going to take. They have tried the short option once in this game. They don't usually see it more than once, so I'm wondering if he might swing this in. Indeed he does. No Dulwich player in that 6-yard box to meet it. Struck by Carew though. It's in his locker. Off target though from Ashley Carew. His radar not quite there on that occasion. I mean, some effort, but as I say, probably the man you'd want in your side to strike that. He's probably going to win goal of the season for his Macclesfield effort. Winter Wall that is Michael Chambers in the way there, up to Sakaja, well controlled. Just holding off Maleba again. Beanie's there in support. Couldn't take it with him. Chambers should do enough here against Oliidi. Back to Edwards it goes. And again, booming clearance from Preston Edwards. Out wide now with Parcell. Beating Nathan Green for the time being. Green comes back at him. Was a foul by Green there. Did grapple his shirt. Gotta love the Enfield chant on the far side that Bogner are going up. Just in spite of the Dulwich fans. Some of the joys of non-league football, the intelligent chanting. Billy Crook. Another free kick for him to deliver. He's had a plethora of those tonight. Latest one comes in. There is a header in there. It was Darnell Winter. Got up well, just couldn't keep his header down. Half chance goes begging for the visitors, and Dulwich are going to make a couple of changes. I said Kamara come on, thought maybe Akinyemi, but it will be DeMarca. Wonder if it'll be Sakaja so he gets his standing ovation.
They want to know the attendance.
2,491 people inside Champion tonight. It's a record, we believe, for a midweek game at the current stadium. Outstanding support from both sides. Tyler Campbell. Support arriving from Gabriel. So him and Maluba have got forward pretty well tonight. Weatherstone blocks off that attack. Parcell wants it on this near side. He's not going to come to him for the time being. So with Campbell. Parcell trying to get in now. Green trying to see this out play. Doesn't need to in the end. Takes it off Parcell and can look up and send this forward. Looking for Sakaja, won't find him this time. Campbell picks out Carew. Sakaja, Tomlin wants it through the middle. Sakaja will take it on his own for the time being, just slowing it up. Back with Cargbo. Rolls it on for Clunis, unmarked on the far side in space. Turn the pace. No end product from Nyron Clunis. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross. It wasn't great in either occasion from Dulwich's wide man. And here comes the changes. Sakaja is coming off for DeMarca.
Come off at number 11, Ibra Sakaja. Taken place by number 12, Panucci Kamara.
Everyone's on their feet. Cargbo's coming off for Kamara.
Replaced by number 16, Dumili DeMarca.
Well, what a night it's been for Sakaja. Cargbo also receiving a lot of applause, but you've got to feel it's mainly for Sakaja. 3 goals and an assist. And what a performance. And now the Dulwich fans can be treated to a cameo from Panucci Kamara, which is always exciting. Carew's going to sit a bit deeper now. And DeMarca takes the place of Sakaja upfield. Here's Clunis. DeMarca will be hoping to get a goal on consecutive Thursday nights. Scored in the defeat at Cray Valley Paper Mills in the London Senior Cup semi-final last week. Ottaway helps that on. Drage high into the night sky that goes. Sakaja's hat-trick was in about 31 minutes. Goal in the first, 30th and 32nd minute. Here's Parcell. Ottaway's second favourite there against Chambers, and he's released DeMarca. Kamara's making a run through the middle. DeMarca well defended by Maleba. DeMarca got around him. He had green grass to move into. Just the goalkeeper separating him from finding a shot. Maleba again showing his strength. Green looking forward to marker. Sometimes look languid. He's got quick feet though, DeMarco, and there's an instance of him doing that. No one arriving at the front post. Really inviting, but Kamara wasn't too near from reaching it in truth. And you're going to see Samir Bimatine come on momentarily. Beanie loses out to Ottaway there. Crook turns away from him as well. Little trip by Kamara. Ottaway. Crook, that's, we'll call that a bit of skill. Not the pass he wanted, only found Carew. Poked on for Kamara. Showed too much of that to Billy Crook. Really has been a good impact player in the last few weeks of the season, Panucci Kamara. Side under a bit of pressure here though with Ollie Edie at a quiet second half. It's not a great pass and Kamara can bring this away. He's got two ahead of him, Panucci Kamara. Chance to stretch his legs. Trying to pick out Gavin Tomlin's heroic block by Kirby. Parcell turns inside of Green. Not for long though. No nonsense clearance from Nathan Green. Dulwich now just 10 minutes away plus any injury time from a place in this year's final. For Enfield, it has been a sensational season, in particular the way they've ended the campaign. 23 points in their final 10 games. Scott Shulton's coming off for Bimatine. A few boos around the ground. For the removal of Shulton. Didn't really endear himself to the Dulwich fans tonight. One of those who did receive a yellow card tonight. Here's Ottaway. Trying to race Ollie Edie. First touch wasn't great, but he's still on. The boy's got Ottaway streaming forward still. Harry Ottaway, well blocked, Mark Weatherstone. Big opportunity there. Ottaway pulled the trigger straight away. Well blocked by Mark Weatherstone. Bimatine. He might find room for a shot. Sends across. Ollie Edie's header's gone straight up in the air. Kirby. Chambers off balance, who had to clear, and there was a foul in there in fact. Kirby playing further forward now in the hope of an unlikely comeback. Were 3-1 up at a playoff final at Leatherhead a few years ago. End up losing that 4-3. It's about 10 minutes to play there, 3-1 up as I say. But don't think that's going to happen this evening somehow. Last touch off Green. Blocked by the head of Kenny Beanie. And again, Beanie heads that on. Panucci Kamara. Might find Green. Bognor still leads down at Nywood Lane. Another repeat of that, what is now becoming a classic playoff match in the Ryman leagues. Gabriel sends that long. Clunis times his leap, heads down for Beanie. First touch deserted him there. Crook slid in. Beanie did enough somehow. Kamara wriggles free in the end. Still Panucci Kamara. Support from Tomlin. Kenny Beanie, the captain, turns away from traffic, goes wide to Clunis. It's all about game management now, and it's DeMarco in first time shot into the side netting and wide. Tried to catch the keeper unawares to maybe DeMarco. Real power in the shot. Wrong side of the post as far as Dulwich are concerned. It's all about game management now. Seeing out the final few minutes professionally. Kamara trying to release DeMarco here. Won't give Maleba any time on the ball. McDonald safely downfield. Ottaway helps that on. Kirby, as I say, playing as a striker now. Harry Ottaway got away from Green. Nice nutmeg. Parcell bursting forward. One-on-one with Green. Low ball towards the area. Picked up by Ashley Carew. Parcell. Nice turn. Pokes it on. Ollie Eady onto his favoured left foot he goes. It's come for Winter. What a save! Fine save by Preston Edwards. Hasn't had to make too many top draw saves tonight. That is one of them though. Real stinger of a shot from Winter. Palms it away for a corner. Not quite as good as the one he made at Wingate and Finchley, but a fine save nonetheless. Pure instinct reaction, in comes the corner. Weatherstone clears the initial danger. He's going to come back into the mix surely with Campbell. And now from Kirby, takes the deflection of Chambers. Ottaway! Is there maybe a glimmer of hope for Enfield? Harry Ottaway scores against his former club. It's the two ex-Dulwich men who've been on the score sheet today. Fine finish by Ottaway. All of a sudden, there is a slight bit of renewed hope with about 6 minutes to play. Kirby's cross deflected all the way through. Similar to the first goal, Dulwich didn't deal with the corner well enough. They've only had 2 corners tonight, Enfield. And they scored with both of them. Kirby's ball all the way across the box. Ottaway finishes 4-2. Fans have got their money's worth tonight. 5 to play. Is it going to be too little too late as far as Enfield are concerned? We'll see in the next few minutes. DeMarca can't quite stab that on. It's come for Winter. Holding off DeMarca. And bursting away from the Dulwich men. Chambers deals with the threat. DeMarca shrugged off Campbell. Strong by Parcell. Say both sides are putting some really lovely challenges like that tonight. Green to Kamara. Slips that through. Here goes Dimibi DeMarca. Maleba going with him. Just holding him up. In for Green. DeMarca's did his run. Green just slowing it up. Surely not thinking about going to the corner flag already. Wins a corner. It's certainly too early to be thinking about playing for time down by the corner flag. Still 4 minutes to play plus injury time. Dulwich not sending men forward for this though. Don't want to be caught on the counter-attack, I suppose, at this late stage. Play it short. Tomlin. Behind Green, but he should keep hold of the ball, he does. Again, trying to advance down the line, Nathan Green. Holding off Crook. Worked hard tonight, Billy Crook, as he always does. Green wins the throw off Parcell. So eating up second, I still think it's a bit too early. Here's Gavin Tomlin. Can't quite wriggle free. Parcell does enough. Ottaway. Second goal he scored against Dulwich this season. All Enfield's goals this season against their hosts have been from either Crook or Ottaway. Tomlin's onside here. Not kept it in play though. The touch deserted him. And that's ended up on top of my car, I think, from Gavin Tomlin. Wingate and Finchley have drawn level at Nywood Lane, so not quite decided down there. Beanie's second best against Campbell there. And then he just put his heel on the ball and Beanie can clear. Tomlin will give chase it. He's going to curl out of play. Sean Cronin with an 86th minute penalty. Brought Wingate back into the game there, so 1-1 down at Nywood Lane. Carew, lovely quick feet from Ashley Carew, lays it off this time to Clunis. Paducci Kamara running the channel, taking on Crook. He's usually going to attempt to go for goal. Lays it off for Beanie. Too close to the defender when he struck that. Brought down by DeMarca, Kenny Beanie. Gavin Tomlin. Crowded out in the end. Comes for Beanie, not a great clearance. Green Beanie. Green again. Just a little toe punt down the line. DeMarcus shrugged off it. And away it goes by Ricky Gabriel, only as far as Carew. Searching for Green, won't get hold of that though, the Dulwich fullback. Primo. Into the final minute of the 90. Dulwich with a throw just inside their opponent's half it. Chambers looking for Tomlin. Trying to flick that inside. Beanie against Campbell. Drops for Kamara. Again, Clunas has space. Quickly being crowded out though by Bimertine. Kamara tried his flick, which he did against Merston, which led to a goal. Didn't come off this time. Wait to see what number goes up on the board. Ollie Edie shrugged off the ball there by Weatherstone. Dulwich have a throw in. So he's had a quiet game tonight by his standards. Ollie Edie, very pacey customer, has had success against Dulwich this season. And in the past with Wingate and Finchley, but it's not been his night. If you're in the Enfield team, probably say the same. McDonald's forced off his line quickly there, prevent the corner, can't prevent a throw. You know, 4 minutes as we did in the first half.
Both officials indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. A minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
Sanchez Ming's going to enter the party in the very near future. That's a horrible clearance by Samir Bimertine, Dulwich corner. Not quite what Bimertine intended there. Ming just being brought on to make sure Dulwich do see this game out without any more scares. One of those, the only player not starting tonight of the players that have reached 50 games this season for Dulwich. Beanie looking to get in here. Kirby gets to touch another corner.
Final substitution for the Hamlet, leaving the field.
It's Gavin Tomlin who's going to come off.
Tomlin.
Furthest man from the action currently, so eats up a few seconds. Great night for Tomlin again. Assist for the first goal, scored the fourth. And as always, worked his socks off for the side. He's well loved here, Gavin Tomlin.
Thank you all for your attendance this evening. Tonight's attendance
2,517 inside Champion Hill tonight.
For your support this evening and throughout the season.
What could be the last home game, we'll see. It depends on the result down at Bognut. Not a bad way to end the season at Champion Hill. Goal kick this time. So it's not been a fortress for them this season. 7 defeats in the league here. Not going to be that way tonight. Kirby helps that on. Ottaway. Parcell. Going to float it towards the penalty area. Weatherstone's there to clear. Not very effectively, and Crook took aim from distance. Always rising though from Billy Crook, and he won't add to his goal from earlier on in the night. Bognor have scored in injury time. Ollie Pearce with his second of the night there. So Dulwich are going to Nywood Lane on Monday. 3 o'clock kick-off down there. The traditional bank holiday Monday playoff final. The South, Ryman South on Saturday, Ryman North on Sunday. And who will be leaving the Isthmian League? Dulwich been in this Isthmian League for 110 years. Green, DeMarca, Clunis. Kamara will get hold of this. Dispossessed too easily. Olidi might be able to stretch his legs. Weatherstone has turned the tap off on that attack, as he has done so many times tonight. Dulwich, as I say, not been at their best, but they've done enough. And Bognor is full time. 2-1, injury time winner down there. Opposite end of the scale this time last year for them in the semi-final. Throw into the area. That was over Ming. Second ball in, and Drage clears for a corner. Preston Edwards furious with how easily that cross came in. They scored from their 2 previous corners tonight. From a second ball into the area, Dulwich got to defend this better. In it comes, it's towards Maleba, up in the air by DeMarca. Full-time whistle blows. Dulwich are travelling to Bognor Regis Town on bank holiday money for a shot at promotion from the Ryman League Premier Division. They've beaten Enfield Town by 4 goals to 2 tonight. The damage, in truth, was done in the first half. After 32 minutes, they led 3-0. All 3 goals from Ibra Sakaja. One after 47 minutes, 47 seconds, played in by Gavin Tomlin before nutmegging the goalkeeper. The second came from a header in the 30th, and a delicious chip over Nathan McDonald made it 3-0 after 32 minutes. Billy Crook gave Enfield hope at the break, scored following a corner which found its way back to him, and he found the near post somehow. Dulwich, though, did find a force. Sakaja teeing up Tomlin. Harry Ottaway returned to Champion Hill and found the back of the net fairly late on as well. Enfield have had a fantastic season, but they've fallen short here. Dulwich go on to the playoff final at Bognor on Monday. Final score at Champion Hill is Dulwich Hamlet 4, Enfield Town 2. Gav, job's only half done, but what an excellent win tonight.
Yeah, very good win. We think about tonight and not worry about Monday yet, and just to enjoy the performance and also enjoy the atmosphere that we had today. Enfield, I thought, were fantastic, showed great personality, character, and we were very happy to be victors today.
Yeah, I think we started really well. I'm not sure when the first goal was, but it was pretty quick. Ibra was fantastic today, and he managed to get a first half hat-trick, so on to the next one.
Obviously, I'm sure Gavin would have said to come flying out the traps and try and hit them hard, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, exactly. Our game plan, is to get at them early, press high. Don't give them any time. We managed to do that in the first half, and they made a couple of mistakes, and we managed to capitalise.
In terms of scoring a hat-trick, is that one of the best you scored in your career?
Yeah, it's right up there. I scored a few good ones, but yeah, that one's right up there.
Three quality finishes as well. Different style for each one.
Yeah. I think most of it is just, to be honest, is just pure instincts. Pretty much. So yeah, it's good.
See, the last 2 months or so, your goal scoring form has come on leaps and bounds from where I think you went 3 months without a goal at one stage this season. It's been a complete change of fortunes for you.
Thinking back to it is actually shocking. I went about, 12 games without scoring. But to be honest, I'm happy with my form right now. This is the most important part of the season, so I'm happy that I'm doing my bit to get the team to go up.
Today I felt it was important that we started on the front foot and maybe just played a little bit more direct at times, and we got a lot of fruits for it. I think Ibra and Gavin caused all sorts of problems for them at the back, and we just need to play to the strengths of our forward players a little bit more at times. We did that, and we got the just rewards.
If you look at the shots overall in the game, there weren't actually that many, so it was a pretty clinical performance from you.
It was. We didn't have loads of shots, you're right, and I thought the sort of chances we got didn't probably give their goalkeeper that much chance either, to be honest with you. So yeah, I thought it was a tight game. I thought Enfield was very good on the night. Just probably we were a little bit more clinical.
Considering the players you brought in during the season, like Didi and Dippo, for their goals at this stage of the season, how well has Ibra done the last few weeks with his goal scoring form to keep them out of the side?
Fantastic. The biggest concern we had with Ibs is that he wasn't converting as many chances as he was getting, and we'd spoken about that throughout the season. We knew that the way he plays and his general game was good, and he was getting opportunities, but he just wasn't taking them. And we had a good chat, and to be honest with you, he's taken a lot on board, and he's really tried to change that. And to be honest with you, now he looks like he's going to score all the time. He looks very confident. His finishes today were fantastic finishes. I mean, you ain't going to get many better finishes than those today. The boys played at championship level when he was a young boy, and now that never goes anywhere. The quality never goes anywhere. The rhythm of playing a lot of games. I think this is probably the most games he's played in a season. So he's got his rhythm, and now the quality is starting to show.
Good win, obviously tonight. Good way to go into Monday as well, because it's going to be a tight game, but it gives you that confidence.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we managed to see out the game, which was important. We come out second half fighting, even though we was 3-1 up, and we managed to get the fourth goal. So we're confident going into the next game. But you know, we know that Bognar's a very good team, so we're very aware.
It's always a battle, always a tough game. Respect the management team and players up there. Being a very good club, and we, again, you know, someone's got to lose, and it's unfortunate because, you know, we've been going at each other for years. But yeah, it's going to be another tough game. We believe we're, you know, capable of beating them, and probably think they'll believe they're capable of beating us. So let's see what happens.